What's up, YouTube? Dax the Leader here with my first battle for the CPL Minors Season number 1. We're taking on Levine, coach of the Boston Bewears. So, yeah, someone I've never played before. He's new to the league. He did well in the tryout tour. So I'm looking forward to facing him. And without further ado, let's get right into the team. We've got, we're gonna start with our Skarmory right here. Ironhead, Defog, Roost, Whirlwind, a very spadef Skarmory we got this week with the Occaberry. This is designed to deal with a Salamence or a Rabombi or a SD Landorus, just anything that wants to either get up hazards or set up versus me. His only hazard setters are Rabombi and Landorus. I think he's a Garbodor as well, maybe. But yeah, this Skarmory can check all of those things, Defog, and then Whirlwind, something like a Dragon Dancing Salamence, or a Quiver Dancing Rabombi, or like I said, a Swords Dancing Landorus. So that's the plan with that set right here. Then we got an Assault Vest, Jolteon, Thunderbolt, Volt Switch, HP Ice, Shadow Ball. This is our Circuitry check, because we do have that immunity, as well as just a little bit of investment, so that I can take 2 Psychics from a modest Alakazam and just hit it for some good damage with Thunderbolt, with Shadow Ball. And I'm pretty sure a Shadow Ball of my own does 2-hit KO, but maybe not. But yeah, that's just what the little bit of investment is for. Then we got Volcanion. Volcanion is my Finny switch-in. There's nothing Finny can do to this really besides Nature's Madness. And this is a really great mon this game with these coverage moves. It can basically Flame Charge reverse at the top of Finny and then kill it with Sledge Bomb and then just claim a kill with one of its 2 other attacks. He really doesn't have the greatest of water resists this game. Or just Volcanion has a good matchup, I think, versus most other water types. He might be alright. And that's left over so I can repeatedly switch it on Finny. And the reason I prioritized, like I have an entire mon dedicated to taking out Finny, aside from just having a great offensive matchup, is that I've got 3 remaining physical attackers right here, all of which Finny takes on pretty well. We got a double Scarf combo right here because I am fearing the webs a little bit, as well as a setup Circuitry. So yeah, we got Pursuit, Knock Off, Icicle Crash, Low Kick, Weavile, Pursuit for the Mega Alakazam, obviously. And Garchomp is just standard. It has Stealth Rock. I don't actually see myself going for that this game, but it's there. As well as the Stone Edge for the Salamence, in case it's going to be stronger than Dragon Claw. I think it also hits Landorus harder than Dragon Claw, and there's a few other things that that's not coming to my mind right now. And finally, a 4 attacks Mega Gallade. Like I said in my draft analysis, this thing is an insane breaker, so I don't even need to set up Shadow Sneak for the Alakazam. And then CC Ice Punch Zen Headbutt covers the rest of his team. So without further ado, let's get into the game. Alright guys, here we are with the game. Like I said, I'm going to lead with Skarmory. I don't know if I said that actually, but because I do see the Rabombi right here and Landorus, I will be leading with the Skarmory, just to prevent any setup or hazard shenanigans in the first turn. He does lead with the Landorus and goes right for the Gravity, but that doesn't matter. I'm just going to Whirlwind him out of here. Now Circuitry comes in, and I have to go into Jolteon. Unfortunately, I pulled out the Circuitry. It would have been great if I pulled out pretty much anything else. So as I bring in my Jolteon, which is the dedicated check to the Circuitry, he is able to get off a Hypnosis and consequentially gets 2 Dazzling Gleams off before I'm able to wake up on the 3rd turn of me coming in. And then I can Shadow Ball him for a little bit, and I'm actually able to live 1 more Dazzling Gleam. So then he's going to switch into his Landorus on my Jolteon as I go for another Shadow Ball. And yeah, now I can just go right back into my Skarmory. He makes a pretty good double actually into the Arcanine, which threatens me out. And here I'm going to sack off the Jolteon. Here I'm going to run a little bit of a calc, right? Now, I know that even if Arcanine burns me right here, I will still be able to kill Xurkitree with the Earthquake, so I'm actually willing to take that burn, and I know that Stealth Rock is going to be pretty huge this game, so I just let my Garchomp get burned as I Stealth Rock up, and then switch into the Volcanion, knowing that even after, like, I knew he wouldn't go for, like, a Wild Charge versus my Garchomp or anything, or, like, even a Flare Blitz, or basically, yeah, I knew that I could take a Dragon Pulse plus, like, a Wild Charge or something after this, but that's not even gonna matter. I just go right for the Steam Eruption, I believe. Yep. As the Finny comes out, and I'm gonna start beating this thing down with some Sludge Bombs. He gets the defog off, that's right. And now I can actually Flame Charge and basically claim a kill. So I do that. I get up to +1 speed as he throws off a Reflect. Now, this is gonna matter a few turns from now. He does sack off his Arcanine right here and gets in his Alakazam. Now, what I'm gonna do is, first of all, I have to stay in right here because I need the Reflect to go away for Weavile to be able to threaten this thing out. So I just take the Psyshock, and I totally forget about Water Absorb. If I didn't do that, actually a big thing that happened later on wouldn't really have mattered. So unfortunately I do make that misplay, and now I'm able to just switch out into Weavile and take the Psyshock because I know Reflect is going to go away. So here, seeing as how Finny is so low, I'm not going to go for the Pursuit play. I'm just going to knock off because I know that I can 2-hit KO Finny with the knockoff right here. So there you go. I do 15. He has a 13. I can do another 15 and take him out. So Finny goes down. And actually, that's 1 kill for Weavile, which is either equal to or more than it got in last time I used it, which was in CPL Season 3. But anyway, Rabambi's going to come out, and I gotta go Scarm to prevent the webs or any kind of setup shenanigans like I was saying earlier. He's going to go for those webs as I just Whirlwind him out, and I do drag in the Alakazam. And I know that... what do I do here? I didn't end up defogging. He's, actually, yes, I do, sorry. He goes for the Psychic Terrain, which is pretty big. Now I can't, like, well, it doesn't matter so much in the moment, but it is not great that, Gallade can't Shadow Sneak him now, because I do know that I can take 1 Psychic with Gallade. So from the range he was at, which was, he was at full here. I also found out earlier that he has Dazzling Gleam and not Focus Blast, so I can just boost up pretty much indefinitely versus this Alakazam. Anyway, yeah. Now, I do just go hard into the Weavile, knowing he's not going to Dazzling Gleam, and then I can catch the Landorus. That's great. So I'm gonna Icicle Crash right here and just take it out. Now I for sure have more kills than I did in CPL Season 3 in just 1 game with Weavile, so that's putting in the most work. I'm gonna sack off my my Volcanion right here because I'm locked into Icicle Crash. So I know I can't kill. I'm pretty sure I calced it. Then he's just going to take me out with the Psyshock, and I can go back into Weavile. Now this is where having the damage from Volcanion on, say, a Sludge Bomb rather than a Water move would have been nice. Because then you're going to see, I'm thinking he has no switch-ins to this anymore. And he didn't before, but like now he really doesn't. Although, that's not entirely true, like Rabambi's pretty much at full health, I believe. Is it? Rabambi? Yeah, Rabambi's at full health, so I think he could have actually switched into this, although I am faster than Rabambi. Anyway, sort of weird circumstances. I decide my best play is to Pursuit right now, and I'm gonna crit. And that OHKOs, and it shouldn't ever do that. So that makes a pretty big difference, but I think with just a little bit of damage, say from a Sludge Bomb, it wouldn't have mattered. So that's pretty unfortunate right there that I get that lucky. That's kind of the only bit of hacks in this game, though. And I'm able to go out and discard versus the Rabombi. I'm glad I kept this thing healthy. And I do just have to Iron Head this thing down because I'm not trying to drag in Circuitry without taking this thing out first. He's gonna Moonblast. I'm gonna Iron Head him down like that. And Circuitry comes out right here, and interestingly enough, he actually goes for the Thunderbolt rather than the Z-Hypnosis, meaning that I can just go into my Scarf Garchomp and take him out. And that's going to be GG versus Levine. Even if he did go for the Z-Hypnosis there, I did have 2 priority moves left with Ice Shot on Weavile and Shadow Sneak on Gallade, and I'm pretty sure that would have been able to take it out. So we are glad to have escaped with a 3-0 win rather than a 1-0, but your Montreal Canadiancies are 1-0 in the CPL Minors Season 1 right now, so that's great. That's a good start to the league. So thank you guys for watching. This is going to be a bit of a quicker one. I did mean to record this live, but we played pretty late. Yeah, I'll just see you in the next one then. So, like I said, if I said it, I can never keep track of these kind of things. I haven't recorded like an actual battle in such a long time, I'm sure you could tell. But thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to retweet, leave a like, and maybe even subscribe. But until next time, later guys.